Hi guys. Okay. So today we are going on a very important errand. Kasi just to let everyone know, if you followed me for if you saw my update a few months ago, last March, okay, na I got into a car accident and it's already May 20, so medyo matagal-tagal na yun. And of course, one of the hassles of getting into a vehicular accident is syempre the processing of your insurance claims. So technically dalawang angles yun. One is of course your insurance company or your insurance provider, and the other one is of course yung kasa, yung dealership kung saan mo binili yung sasakyan. So now, normally it's supposed to be a hassle-free procedure, diba? Kasi wala naman talaga dapat problema dahil once you have all the documents, the police report, lahat, everything that the insurer might the insurance company might need as documents, once na provide mo naman, okay na lahat. However, sometimes yung procedure na yan, kasi dahil hindi ka naman kasala, dahil basta bayad ka naman or bayad mo naman talaga yung procedure, bayad mo lahat yan. So minsan the insurance company and then yung dealer, sila ang nagkakaroon ng complications, hence you the insurance yung may-ari ng sasakyan and the insured, sometimes you have problems. Ikaw yung nagkakaproblema dahil sa kanila. Okay. So having said that, ngayon today I will be making this vlog to document that properly, kasi dapat iisang step na lang ang kailangan mangyari, which is the dealer needs to acknowledge yung claim ng insurer, because mag-i-issue na sila ng cheque. Kumbaga, they just need to know kung kanino i-issue yung cheque, anong pangalan, everything. Yung mga details na gano'n na lang kailangan actually ng insurer, ng insurance company ko, insurance company na provider ko. So today, I'll be dropping by the dealer, okay, and I will document it or videohan ko para ma-confirm kung ano na nangyari, kasi nga ang tagal, and yun na lang last step. Now the problem with insurance claims, okay, just like any other claims or any other contract, nag-expire yun, okay, kasi there's only a limited there is a limited time that you can actually make claims. Okay, and now I'll be dropping off at the dealer to confirm with them, kasi I received an email already from the insurer. Maraming naka-CC doon or naka-carbon copy doon sa email, including me. So today I will follow up with them. So before I do so, I just wanted to make a quick outfit check. Okay, by the way guys, if you are going to such important na mga lakad, that you will meet people that may na medyo corporate ang dating or medyo professional ang dating, always try to look your best para maasikaso at they will take you seriously. Although I do respect others, minsan kasi ako din pupunta ako naka-shorts lang, naka-very casual, diba? I wanna remain anonymous from time to time. Pero minsan kasi, may mga iba, lalo na kung napaka-importante such as a insurance claim as this, gusto ko medyo seryosohin ako. Kasi medyo, sa totoo lang, you might see later in the video that I might, baka may konting bleep. Kasi, minsan pag nagagalit ako sa mga ganyan, especially pagka medyo, delayed yung action ng mga such individuals, medyo mali. And hopefully, this vlog will actually help you and other professionals to deal and to handle such situations. So, dahil nakapag-outfit check na ako, I'll just fix my hair and then we're off. Here we go. Okay? Okay. So, okay. Yan, kapag outfit check, kapag hair check, breakfast, toothbrush. Okay. And then, ready na talaga tayo. Bumiyahe. Okay. Ang gagawin na lang natin ngayon is painitin mo ng makina. Okay, bago tayo bumiyahe. Okay. So far, ang balak sana natin ngayon is yun nga, to fix the insurance para sa sasakyan masyado. And then after that we will try to run additional errand, such as hopefully one is your what do you call this? One is dahil summer ngayon, of course mas madalas kami pa-refill ng water sa natin yung mga basyo ng tubig, refill natin. You can really feel the summer heat nowadays kasi yun nga what do you call this, sobrang init talaga kaya lot of water intake. Huh? Okay na. Okay. Ayan na tayo.
Okay. So here we go. Always wear your seatbelt. Woo! You know, kahit na kahit na maka-aircon, sobrang init talaga ng panahon. Here we go. So it's 11:30. Yes. This is mowing.
Yun ba?
Mowing.
Nakalik po mo ito mismo. Ano po kailangan natin?
Service.
Service po. Pwede ko na ito diretso po tayo ng example.
Ay, baka dito kasi mauling. Dito na lang. Ito na yung block na receive ka. No, hindi ako papaservice kasi sa insurance. Kailangan ko
insurance. Wait lang.
Nakalito na ba yung Marian? Wala. Okay, so tayo lang natin si Sir Mark. Usap ko na siya. He will check the email and we'll see from there. Hintayin lang tayo dito. So, while I'm here, siguro first time to plugged in. So, ano naman yung gamit ko na isa is this bag. Bazooka. Yeah. So, you can see it in my collection. So, if you click on it, you will see there. Yung sa ko siya pinili. So, one of the reasons kung bakit gusto ko siyang gamitin. Okay, why it's also very yung pinaka-highlight niya o yung pinaka-feature niya is that not only is, the body is very matibay and everything, so it's one strap, parang backpack, and this safety feature. Okay, so it has a safety lock, so para habang naglalakad ka or habang bumabiyahe ka, or commute or anything, or places na hindi ka sigurado, mahirapan kang matawan. Okay, so safety lock sa loob. You also have this nifty access to a power bank, just in case. May lalagay kang power bank sa loob, hindi yung cord, pwede mo mag-charge or on the go. There is this handy card slot here. So, madalas nagagamit ko siya pagka nasa hotel ako eh. Pagka yung iba yung card slot or yung card door key card. Hindi ko pinapasok, hindi ko nawawala. Or pagka nag-travel, magpa-park ka somewhere, yung parking ticket, nandito lang. So, para gusto. There's also a back zipper for extra area. So yeah, and there's this side pocket. So yeah, for another extra. So for more information, check out my channel. So that makita mo yung review ko sa bag. If you want to buy one, okay, click on the link. So now we're done. So we just have to so now, ano tayo? Thank you very much po. So now we grabe. Ganda na ito ulan eh. So ganda. Ganda rin sa industry ah. So I guess we're done. We are now off. We are done with our first errand. So our second errand will be yun na ang susunod natin gagawin. And then I'm also trying to think, later you will see the background of my ano ba, yung aking desk. We have a big wall, and I was kind of planning of putting a light there that would include ano yung ating vlog perspective or vlog main. So sa totoo lang, I have no idea so na pwede ko ilagay. So I kind of want to put something there that would maybe hashtag something, hashtag mining, hashtag Tito Kicks, hashtag Sir Kicks, hashtag Kicks Babies, I don't know, or hashtag Kicks by Kicks. So yun yung mga gusto kong ilagay doon. So help me land an idea. If you have any suggestions, kindly comment it. Kasi nga talagang gusto ko siyang magawa ng LED light. Diba? So it's only gonna be full-fledging na ano tayo, mga vlog. I would like it to be something that it will be something that na tatagal yun. That will be something that will be lasting, a lasting impression, that will leave a lasting impression. So yun gusto ko sana magawa. So hopefully some way to do that. Now we are off to see the wizard. Off to go. And one good thing about the GS3 is that it has a not only a 360 view but a full over the head view of the vehicle. Kung siya hindi po, kung siya tataan. Every view of its angles. So yeah. So hopefully after today's meeting with Sir Mark of Auto Icon, actually owns several dealership here in Alabang. So yun nga, yung repairs goes through their office, especially since they're a dealer. That's one good thing about having a brand new car. Nga lang, syempre parang medyo hassle din kasi syempre nabangga ka nga, yung hassles of having it repaired, replaced, or anything. But if the damage to the vehicle is not naman sobrang severe to the extent na hindi mo siya magamit, yun medyo talagang grabe hassle. Pero kung kunyari yung mga tipong gasgas, bangga na hindi naman siya nakaka-distort or hindi naman siya nagiging problema sa paggamit mo sa sasakyan. Kumbaga tumatakbo pa rin at nagagamit mo pa rin everyday sa sasakyan. Not as hassling as you would think, pero syempre, you know, medyo eyesore lang. Saka ikaw, pinaghirapan mo yung sasakyan mo, kesyo kotse yan, motor, you use it for your personal travel, personal nalakan, or you use it for your livelihood, mga pag-grab ka. Siyempre, paano, nakakasama din ito. You want to make sure that it's always at its tip-top shape. Alam ko kung gaano kahirap mag-alaga at mag-maintain ng sasakyan. Kaya iba dyan, nag-iingat. Lagi dapat kayo mag-iingat lahat. Kung ikaw naman nag-iingat, pero iba hindi, kasi nagpapela, syempre medyo nakakasama din. Ikaw nag-iingat ka na hindi mahuli, mas lalo mag-ingat para hindi ka mabangga o hindi ka makabangga. Medyo mahirap na that's one of the things that is always challenging every driver, commuter that is on the road on a regular basis. To beat traffic, to beat the time, of course, zigzag your way para makarating ng maayos ng isang buo ng dalos sa paroroonan. Yeah, so hopefully, yun nga, after my meeting there, it will be handled by the dealer and also sabi mag-acknowledge na sila and everything, and para maka-order na ng parts, mapagawa na rin yung sasakyan nila. Hopefully it goes back to its former goal. So, yeah. Now, just to further enhance and siguro to further elaborate on this conversation, so this is siguro helpful na rin to others maybe in the future who will be making claims for your insurance if ever. Okay, now of course, upon registration of all vehicles, lahat yan dapat insured. So simplest or lowest kind of insurance is pinakamura, kumbaga, yung TPL, sa third party liability insurance, and then of course there are comprehensive insurance. Okay, so basic na yung pinaka-basic, pinaka-term is basic, pinaka-basic na yung TPL. So TPL insurance may range from siguro 750 to maybe a few thousands, pero depende, hindi naman sobrang kamahal talaga ang TPL. Minsan mas mura pag sa motor, sa private vehicles, pag public, pag PUV, medyo nabili, mahal ang TPL dyan, pero hindi naman sobrang mahal. Pero yun nga, because it's basic, it's supposed to be affordable, because it's the most basic requirements to register the vehicle. But comprehensive income, comprehensive insurance, yan, medyo mahal na yan, kasi it really covers everything about an accident, which includes but not limited to the vehicle involved in the accident, yung mga bodily injuries, yung mga nabangga, yung mga sakay ng nabangga, yung damage din sa nabangga, yung lahat yun. So, yeah, paano ba madalas ang pag-process ng insurance? Yun ang medyo madalas nagkakaroon ng pag-surge. Kasi marami alam kung ano ang gamit sa insurance, pero hindi alam kung paano gumamit ng insurance. Kaya madalas nangyayari pa rin yan. Pagka sa kalsada may nagkabanggaan, syempre sabihin na nung traffic enforcer, mag-usap kayo kasi kayo dapat na mag-areglo nung dalawang nakabangga or kayong na-involved sa aksidente. So, madalas ganun. Pero yun nga, in my case, I grew up knowing that this is the purpose of insurance, ito yung gamit. So, parang in return, siguro pwede ko kayong turuan, pwede ko kayong i-guide kung paano ba ang pag-handle ng insurance. Of course, for starters, yung pag sa TPS or in this case sa insurance company, para may basis of comparison. So for comprehensive income, there are also it will cover, kunyari, in in a vehicular accident, comprehensive income will cover damages to the vehicles involved. So, kunyari, ako yung nabangga, i-cover ng comprehensive income ko yung bangga ko, lahat ng damages, lahat ng repairs, anything to be able to get my vehicle back to its tip-top shape. Okay? Aayusin niya in whatever the amount will require. Insurance will cover for it within the price range. Basically, kung anong klaseng comprehensive income ka. Kung comprehensive income mo, binayaran mo up to damages reaching 500,000 or 1 million, cover nila yan. Okay? Pero syempre, pag nagpas na doon, magkakaroon na kayo ng discussion with the insurance na, ma'am, sir, nagpas yung ano nyo, yung claim. They will only cover initially kung yung cover ng insurance. Basically, parang life insurance lang din. Now, how do you start processing that? Syempre, of course, one of the main requirements, okay, police report. Okay? So, at the time of the incident, kailangan TRAFCOM, mapagawa kayo ng police report, okay, para malaman kung yung kasalanan and everything. So, details, kailangan doon. Details ng mga people involved, ng ORCR, ng mga people involved, ng mga sasakyan na involved. Okay? Photocopies of IDs, okay? Photocopies of ORCR, ng mga sasakyan, okay? Drivers ng mga sasakyan. Kung may mga people na involved dun sa accident na na-hospital, kailangan din yung mga information na yun because you can also make claims for that. Okay, kung kakailanganin. Pero hopefully, huwag naman sana umabot sa ganun. Kasi pag, lahat ng details dapat nandun sa police report. Okay? Duly signed by the traffic enforcer who was, kumbaga yung chief investigator nung aksidente. As a reminder, because sa totoo lang, share ko lang to. This is one requirement that was asked of me because hindi ko alam na kailangan, although siguro at the time na kailangan siya noon, I was not involved in any kind of accident that would require me to produce that document, and that document was or is the official receipt of my driver's license. Sa totoo lang, medyo na-bad trip ako doon, and for me, medyo redundant na procedure yun because why? Parang nung tinanong ko, ano ang logic? Bakit kailangan yung insurer ni-request yung official receipt ng lisensya ko? Sabi ko, what is the logic of having or asking for the official receipt of the driver's license when you have the driver's license itself? Diba? Ang sabi nila is just to confirm the validity of the driver's license. Sabi ko, the police report is already there. The police was there to create the police report. If the license itself was not valid, di dapat hindi ako nagpapa-insure. Hindi ako acknowledge or hindi ako ma-approve. Furthermore, dapat kinulong ako ng police because I was driving without a valid license. So what would an OR prove otherwise? Diba? So, sabi kasi ng insurer, okay, is that madali naman daw magpagawa ng lisensya na peke or whatever. Sabi, yun nga, diba? Parang gets nyo, kung madali lang gumawa ng fake lisensya, bakit yung police mismo, yung traffic police mismo, okay, yung police mismo that was there at the accident, yung gumawa ng police report, did not even make any kind of claim that itong lisensya na meron siya na hawak niya at his possession nung binigay ko is fake. Diba? Doon ako naiinis sa mga ganyan na parang ang dami yung red tape, parang ayaw nyo magbayad lang habang biniyaran mo yung insurance. parang ayaw nila mag-pay out. Pero buti na lang din, ito ang pinaka nakakatawa doon, I don't have an original copy of the official receipt that I have, but when I renewed kasi my driver's license, walang card na na-issue. Okay? Yung pagka-renew ko. So pero tinampan nila yung lisensya ko, ay yung official receipt. They stamped on it, saying that this is temporary, will serve as a temporary driver's license until LT.
Okay, so as I mentioned kanina so ganun na insurance. So medyo matrabaho nga siya. So make sure that for comprehensive insurance, normally may riders yan para ma-cover din yung driver na involved dun sa accident na hindi siya yung named dun sa ORCR. Okay? Kasi that is one of the main concerns din with insurance companies. Talagang kung kayo as the insured, madalas gagawin nyo lahat ng paraan para ma-cover lahat nung dapat i-cover or sa accident for insurance purposes. Ang insurer also does their due prudence protecting their business by making sure then that everything checks out. Okay? Kasi pagka hindi, talagang i-deny nila yung claim. So kontrahan yan eh. Pero yun nga, definitely, kung ikaw din naman, di ba? If you have an insurance company, kung ikaw mismo insurance company ka, hindi mo rin naman basta-basta aanahin. Kumbaga, hindi mo naman basta-basta din naman tatanggapin na magbabayad ka na magbabayad without actually thinking kung dapat ba bayaran ko to, covered ba to. As a businessman, dapat ganyan kayo mag-isip din. So the insurance company actually does that as well. And just ano lang yun, out of prudence, nagawa din ng companies yun. Diba? So yun. So, just to cover all bases, insurance companies does that. Okay? So, yeah. So, having said that, so that's for comprehensive insurance. Eh, paano yung TPL? Ganun din ba ang coverage ng TPL? So, unfortunately, ang TPL, hindi ganun ang coverage ng TPL. Okay? For TPL, syempre, dahil third-party liability yan, sorry, nag-charge kasi ako ng mga gadgets. So, what a third-party liability covers is a third-party liability covers bodily harm, or in this case, or in certain cases like sabihin natin vehicular accident, which is madalas motor, ay public utility vehicles, mga PUV, mga jeep, buses, yan. Or in this case, in other cases, mga Grab, angkas. Ano tawag dun sa mga ganun, ma'am? Mga ride sharing. Ganyan. So, definitely, dapat meron silang TPL because in cases na aksidente, okay, may mangyari na aksidente, definitely ang importante doon tao. So, what the TPL will do is it will cover all bodily harm or bodily harm damages covered dun sa na nangyari during the accidents. Sagasaan, balian, kailangan ma-hospital, pa-x-ray, medical legal, gamot. Okay. Lahat yun. Kailangan ma-cover ng TPL yun. However, yung processing ng TPL nun is very different pagdating compare mo sa comprehensive. Okay? Why? Because for comprehensive, for TPL, okay, what will happen is parang kung sino yung naka-aksidente, maglalabas pa sila ng pera. So, mag-shell out sila ng pera to cover yung mga expenses. So, for example, ng hospital, kailangan pa x-ray, kailangan konsulta ng doktor para magbabasa ng x-ray or kung ano man, yung mga examinations na kailangan gawin, bandage, bebendahan, kung may sugat na tatahiin, magre-reseta ng gamot, OR, lahat yun, mga expenses ng lahat yun. Sasagutin yun nung nakabangga or kung sino man yung may kasalanan, bali ng aksidente. So maglalabas ng maggagastos sila, magma-money down sila for that, silang gagastos for that, being that they are the one who caused the accident. Yung TPL ngayon, paano mo ngayon mapapakinabangan yung TPL? Dapat pag nagbabayad, gumagastos ka sa mga ganyan, yun, tago mo yung mga resibo na yun. Why? You can make those claims sa TPL mo na covered nito. And then the TPL will be the one to cash out and pay yung mga ginastos nung naka-aksidente. Okay? So kung sino man na nagbayad niyan in advance, whether yung nakabangga or yung nabangga, yung TPL will allow to reimburse all of that. Pero syempre, katulad lang din ng comprehensive insurance, may price range covered. Parang sabihin natin to a maximum of 50,000 or 20,000 or whatever the amount. Hanggang dun lang. Anything beyond that, definitely iba na yung usapan ng insurance. No? So, yun. Ganun ang pag-cover ng TPL. Ganun ang importansya ng insurance talaga. So, hopefully, naliwanagan po kayo mga motorista at mga nagko-commute, kayo mga madalas sa kalsada. Sana nalinawan kayo dun sa explanation ko dun sa mga insurance information na yon, yung mga requirements na madalas na tinatago. Kaya yung kwento ko kanina about sa official receipt ng lisensya, tago nyo na rin yun. Charge to experience ko na lang yun kasi nga talagang lahat ng kinakausap ko, naiintindihan nila yung point of view ko eh. Pero siguro talaga may mga requirements, may mga insurance companies nagiging mas mahigpit nga sila. Wala tayong magagawa. Yung procedure yan. So siguro the best way na lang talaga is maging handa. So actually pinakamaganda is huwag ma-aksidente. Pero alam mo yung dahil ganun nga yung sitwasyon, tanggapin na lang natin na gano'n. So, aside from making sure that lahat ng documents are taken care of, are handled, meron kayo nakatago na mga nakatago kayo ng mga dokumento na yun. So, you'll never know when you'll need it. Tapos, syempre, at the end of the day, lagi tayong mag-ingat. Okay? Safety on the road is a shared obligation of everyone who's passing by, using the road, traveling on the road, should actually have that shared responsibility. Okay? Hindi porket nag-iingat ka, yung iba hindi na dapat nag-iingat, or yung iba nag-iingat tas ikaw hindi. Dapat lahat nag-iingat. Nobody wants an accident to happen to them, to anyone else. Kasi aside sa masakit, nakakapatay, nakakamatay, nakakadelikado sa mga tao and everything. Medyo magastos din. Di bali ang sasakyan, naaayos na sasakyan, pero ang buhay, hindi napapalitan ng buhay. So, we all have one life to live. So, hopefully, we all get to learn to share our responsibilities, especially when we are traveling on the road. Okay? Mag-ingat tayo. Okay? Always keep a cool head. That's one. Okay? And yun nga. Talagang pag hindi maiwasan, let's just try to stay prudent. Aksidente yan. So hopefully after nung discussion namin kanina dun sa dealer, everything would be handled. Actually, next step would be to order the parts para dun sa replacement, and I believe that also takes a whole lot of time. Pero yeah, I will continue to document it. Hopefully, this video will help you be guided. If you have any questions or concerns, you may leave a comment. I can assist you with any of your concerns regarding naman sa insurance. Madali lang naman ang maganda doon is laging magtanong. Pag hindi sigurado, magtanong. Problema eh. Actually, most of the things that you need to know, learn about insurance, it's all online, pero iba pa rin talaga yung pag may experience ka. So, magtanong-talong lang din kayo. Yun nga lang, wala kasi masyado minsan na mapagtalungan. So, yeah, I'm offering my assistance to all those who might be interested. So, ano ba magandang insurance pagdating sa sasakyan, kanino mas mura, mas matipid, mas madaling mag-process and everything. So, yeah. So, thank you very much, guys. So, I'm off to my next errand, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.